Hello, welcome back to another episode of Blackadder. This time Blackadder III. And everything changed again. But I'm all in for it. This time, when I take a look at the top cast, Edmund is a butler to the prince, and Hugh Laurie is back as the Prince Regent. Yeah, I took the liberty to Google when the Prince Regent was reigning, and so this takes place in 1811. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and I don't see Percy. That's also interesting. I mean, okay, this time he's a butler, so he doesn't need another servant. And I don't know if Baldrick is a servant to a butler. So yeah, I wonder how this turns out to be. The first episode is called Dish and Dishonesty, which is clearly a reference to what's it called? Pride and Prejudice, which I think plays in the same age, but I haven't seen any of the installments, so yeah, I can't really compare. So maybe a lot of jokes will get over my head just because I'm not familiar with what's it called? Pride and Prejudice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know what else to say. I'm very excited, of course. A new series. Yeah. I wonder, now that he's a butler, maybe he wants to climb up the ladder again, like in the first series. Yeah, and I wonder how Hugh Laurie is portraying the prince. Yeah, that I'm looking forward to. Okay, all right, that's it. So let's rock.
Well, Mrs. Miggins, at last we can return to sanity. After the chaos of a general election, we can return to normal.
Well, has there been a general election then, Mr. Blackadder?
Indeed there has, Mrs. Miggins.
Well, I never heard about it.
Well, of course you didn't. You're not eligible to vote.
Why not?
Because virtually no one is. Women, peasants, chimpanzees.
Who are they electing when they have these elections?
Oh, the same old Shah. Basically, it's a right old mess. Toffs at the top, plebs at the bottom, and me in the middle making a fat pile of cash out of both of them.
Well, you've got to watch out, Mr. Blackadder. Things are bound to change.
Interesting. Maybe he will try his luck in politics.
I shall be brief, as I have rather unfortunately become Prime Minister right in the middle of my exams. I intend to pursue that utter slob, the Prince of Wales. Why? This year alone, he has spent an astonishing £59,000 on socks.
Man.
Why is it that no matter how many millions of pairs of socks I buy, I never seem to have any? Honestly, you'd think someone was coming in here, stealing the damn things, and then selling them off.
Impossible, sir. Only you and I have access to your socks.
Interesting.
Why, the public love me. Only the other day I was out in the street and they sang, "We hail Prince George! We hail Prince George!"
We hate Prince George. Well, you could appoint him a High Court judge.
Is he qualified?
He's a violent, bigoted, mindless old fool.
Sounds a bit overqualified. You have the physique of a demigod, purple of cheek and plump of fetlock, the shapely ankle and the well-filled trouser.
He's dead, sir.
What?
The only question is who to choose as MP.
Ah, tricky.
What we need is an utter unknown, yet someone over whom we have complete power. A man with no mind.
Baldrick.
Meet the new Member of Parliament for Dummy on the Road.
But he's an absolute arsehead.
Just perfect.
Name? Baldrick. First name?
I'm not sure.
Not sure Baldrick. Interesting.
Sign here.
I've a shiny sixpence here for the clever fellow who can tell me which hand it's in. Huh? Yeah, I bet you can't wait to get back and get that bat in your hand and give those balls a good walloping, eh?
Mr. Pitt is the Prime Minister, sir.
Oh, go on. Is he? What, young snotty here?
I'd rather have a runny nose than a runny brain.
Eh?
I intend to put up my own brother as a candidate against you.
Oh, and which Pitt would this be? Pitt the toddler? Pitt the embryo?
No, Pitt the fetus.
What does the S in his name stand for?
Sod off.
Fair enough. None of my business, really.
Oh, man.
Finally, a word with the man who is at the center of this by-election mystery, the voter himself. And his name is Mr. Mr. Blackadder, you are the only voter in this rotten borough.
Yes, that's right.
How long have you lived in this constituency?
Since Wednesday morning. I took over from the previous electorate when he very sadly, accidentally, brutally cut his head off while combing his hair. It is a triumph for stupidity over common sense.
Thank you very much.
Very realistic.
Well, nobody likes a loser.
Oh, then
Is
that must
it?
be why nobody likes you.
What?
You lost the vote. Your monkey obligingly voted for us.
No, God, no. If you want something done properly, kill Baldrick before you start. The Lords will never let the bill through. Every man-jack of them will be behind the prince.
Oh, hurrah!
Right, take Baldrick off the spit.
Hurrah!
I've got a plan so cunning you could put a tail on it and call it a weasel.
Or you can brush your teeth with it.
It might be wise to appoint a new lord to make sure the old lords vote the right way.
Who would that be?
A young man in your service, sir, who has done sterling work matching the political machinations of the evil Pitt.
Oh, of course! Blackadder, oh, how can I ever thank you enough?
And it might also be worth bribing a few lords, just to make sure that they vote the way their consciences tell them.
Well, how many should we bribe, do you think?
Oh, I think 300, to be sure. At £1,000 each.
Oh, it's real cat, isn't it? Oh, look, they've left the little collars on.
It is.
Mr. Frisky.
There is more than one lord in the vicinity.
Oh, well, yes, obviously.
Will you please welcome His Grace, the Lord Baldrick.
He misunderstood. Yes, it's Baldrick a lot.
Give me the bloody money, Baldrick, or you're dead!
Give me the bloody money, Baldrick, or you're dead, my lord.
It's the last time I dabble in politics.
Oh, yeah? The end. Okay. Next episode.
And some fellow said that I had the wit and sophistication of a donkey.
Oh, an absurd suggestion.
Then he's right.
You're right, it is absurd.
Unless, of course, it was a particularly stupid donkey. That globulous fraud, Dr. Johnson, is coming to tea.
I thought he was the cleverest man in England.
Baldrick, I'd bump into cleverer people at a lodge meeting of the Guild of Village Idiots.
That's not what you said when you sent him your navel.
Novel, Baldrick, not naval.
For I celebrated last night the encyclopedic implementation of my premeditated orchestration of demotic Anglo-Saxon.
No, didn't catch any of that.
The doctor is trying to tell you that he is happy because he has finished his book. It has apparently taken him 10 years.
Yes, well, I'm a slow reader myself.
This book, sir, contains every word in our beloved language.
Every single one, sir?
Every single word, sir.
Oh, well, in that case, sir, I hope you will not object if I also offer the doctor my most enthusiastic contrafibularities. What? Contrafibularities, sir? It is a common word down our way.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm anaspeptic, phrasmotic, even compunctious to have caused you such pericombobulation.
Oh, man, he's such a dick.
I shall return interphrastically. Leaving already, Doctor? Not staying for your pendigestatory interludicule. Anything I can do to facilitate your velocitous extramuralization. manuscript.
You mean the big papery thing tied up with string?
Yes, Baldrick, the manuscript belonging to Dr. Johnson.
Oh no, he burnt it. He threw it in the fire.
Where is Dr. Johnson's manuscript?
On the fire. The hot orangey thing under the stony...
And it was the only book? No copy?
We are going to go to Mrs. Miggins. We're going to find out where Dr. Johnson keeps a copy of that dictionary, and then you are going to steal it.
Me?
Yes, you.
Why me?
Because you burnt it, Baldrick.
Let me guess, that's the only copy? And this will get destroyed too?
However, I was wondering if a lowly servant such as I might be permitted to glance at a copy.
Copy? Copy? There is no copy, sir.
No copy?
Oh shit.
Making a copy is like fitting wheels to a tomato. Time-consuming and completely unnecessary.
But what if the book got lost?
I should not lose the book, sir. And if any other man should, I would tear off his head with my bare hands and feed it to the cat.
And I would not rest until the criminal was hanging by his hair, with an oriental disemboweling cutlass thrust up his ignoble behind.
I hope you're listening to all this, Baldrick. If I stay here, Dr. Johnson's companions will have me brutally murdered, sir.
Good God, Blackadder, that's terrible. Do you know any other butlers?
You write some new ones.
Some new ones. You mean rewrite the dictionary. I sit down tonight and rewrite the dictionary that took Dr. Johnson 10 years.
Yep.
Perhaps you'd like me to lend a hand, Blackadder. I'm not as stupid as I look.
I am as stupid
Yes,
as
you are.
I look, sir.
I mean something that starts with A-B.
Honey? Honey starts with AB.
Oh man.
And what about D?
I'm quite pleased with dog.
Yes, and your definition of dog is?
Not a cat.
Well, that's right.
I know I said Monday, but I want Baldrick to read it, which unfortunately will mean teaching him to read. Which will take about 10 years. But time well spent, I think, because it's such a very good dictionary.
I think it's an awful dictionary, full of feeble definitions and ridiculous verbiage. I've come to ask you to chuck that damn thing in the fire. Are you sure?
What?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life, sir.
I love you, Dr. Johnson, and I want to have your babies.
He's dreaming. He must be dreaming.
Dr. Johnson? Lord
Where is
Byron?
my dictionary?
And what dictionary would this be? The truth is, we burnt it.
Then you die.
Morning, everyone. You know, this dictionary really is a cracking good read.
What did Baldrick burn then?
I am Gertrude Peck.
Good Lord.
And what's more, I can prove it. Bring out the manuscript, and I will show you that.
That's what he burnt.
Oh, God, no!
Thank you, sir.
Burned, you say? That's most inconvenient. A burned novel is like a burned dog.
Oh, shut up!
Sir, I have a novel.
Once upon a time, there was a lovely little sausage called... Sausage? Sausage! Blast your eyes!
Oh. Well, I didn't think it was that bad.
I think you'll find he left sausage out of his dictionary.
Oh man.
Oh, come on, Blackadder, it's not all that bad. Nothing a nice roaring fire can't solve. Baldrick, do the honours, will you?
Certainly, Your Majesty.
All of them.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh god. Man. Man, that was 2 great episodes. Really enjoyed it. I don't think I left that hard on the series before. Or even the first. And also like the characters. And again, no after credit scene. Alright, I would say see you at the review. Alright, that was it. That was Blackadder III, episode 1 and 2. Yes, and like I said, I enjoyed it very much. I like the characters and their stupidity or the smartness, because Blackadder himself is very smart. Even smarter than before, I have the feeling. or maybe it just seems that way because now as a butler he's so calm and well spoken. Yeah, but he's plotting again. But Baldrick and the Prince Regent George, man, complete morons. And yeah, that makes it so funny, especially the second episode where with the dictionary where Baldrick burns both books. Oh man. and they actually tried to rewrite a whole dictionary in one day. Yeah, the first episode, to my surprise, was very political. But the second wasn't. Not at all. Yeah, so I wonder what awaits us in the next 4 episodes. Yeah, and I looked up the cast list for the first episode, not the whole series, and there was no Percy, but in the second episode there was also no Percy, so I assume that we will never see Percy. Hugh Laurie did a super job. He's seems like he's he's made for that role. He fits perfectly. But also Miranda Richardson did a really good job as the Queen in the earlier series. Yeah, and Blackadder's character, the butler, I don't know. I think I like him most out of all characters so far. I don't know. I like his new. I mean, before he was very sarcastic. He's still sarcastic, but not on that level. But he is so. I don't know, so calm and tries his best, but everyone else around him is yeah. I don't know how to explain, but I don't know. I like that. But yeah, that's after 2 episodes, so I don't know. I don't know how the rest will be, but very promising so far. Oh yeah, and Napoleon was mentioned, and I wonder if we will see him. But Napoleon doesn't live any long, right? It's 1811. I mean, this is what I googled before. The prince was regent from 1811 to 1820. And then when his father died, George III, he reigned from 20 to 30. And that's about where Napoleon died, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but whatever. I will see. And yeah, I hope I see you again when it comes to episodes 3 and 4. So I would say, see you then. Bye bye.